wearing number 2, Nate Morgan wearing number 3, midfield. You have Bryce Barnum, number 7, Adam Hillis, number 6, as well as James Reddington, number 12, Quinn Sellers, number 10, and Cole Barrett, number 8, and Kai Oppenheim at the front wearing 23. And for Cal, it's business as usual with only one change, as getting the start tonight will be number 26, defender Wisdom Aniome, as there'll still be Connor Lamb in goal, Alfredo Ortiz, Bo Morrison, Gaiku Nishimura, Cam Wilkerson, Noe Morales, Malcolm Zaliet, Cesar Cordova, Luka Lukic, and Callan Lewis all at the front. See, early on, hip check by Luka Lukic. And Kaylee, I'm sure for Luka Lukic, who took home ACC Offensive Player of the Week thanks to his performance at UCLA, as well as also his performance scoring a brace against St. Mary's in the season opener, but was kept off the board in the game against San Francisco and showed some emotion towards his team with the first half performance they had in the last match.
Yeah, it was an emotional one for Cal. You could see the defeat coming into the halftime, rough first half, giving up 2 goals, and he was one of the players that came off with a lot of emotion, had some words with the bench, ended up taking a little time out in that first half. And I mean, understandably, to be upset, it was not their best performance, but they did come back better in the second half. He came back in, played well, but today's a fresh start. Coach Griffin does a really good job. He's so big on team morale and character, and so I think if anyone is equipped to handle these tough situations, it is him. So I'm sure they'll be ready today, and I'm looking forward to a good match.
AC San Diego, led by John Pascal. They're a program that has had success as a Division II program and are still relatively new, being promoted, well, not exactly promoted, but entering into the D1 ranks now as a program. As coming into this season, they now are eligible for postseason play. So if they're able to put up a good running in the Big West, you could be seeing them make appearance in the NCAA tournament. But we know in the Big West, with Cal Poly being the reigning champs of the regular season, is going to be pretty stacked. And even as far as Big West representation tonight, UC Davis are on the road taking on not only the top-ranked team in the ACC, but the number 4th ranked team in the nation in Stanford down in Palo Alto. Set to begin at 7 o'clock. So I'm sure there's going to be some scoreboard watching there.
Yeah, always a good one. UC Davis men's soccer, a strong program, and Stanford, obviously a history program on the men's and the women's side, so that should be a good battle. Kind of cross bay / valley battle there. Some bragging rights on the line still.
So UC San Diego for the first time in their attacking third. Trying to get an answer here is James Reddington with the throw in, but Cal is going to regroup on offense here, see if they can try to push the ball up. Or as I'm sure Connor Lamb is going to want to have a bounce back game after conceding 2 goals against the Dons back on Thursday night. You can see the push off there by Barrett, trying to go for a chance. Well, it's going to go wide left.
Good look for Barrett there. Just kind of poaching, able to come up with the ball and get a quick little shot off in a really small window.
Well, it's going to be a corner as it was deflected off of Golden Bear defender. UC San Diego yet to score a goal so far in 2025. Coming in at 0-2, both games being shutouts.
They should be hungry today. 3rd game of the season, you want to get on the score sheet.
Nishimura working from the back. Oh, look at that ball. They try to get a chance off here. Noe Morales had to force that. Going to be a goal kick for UC San Diego. And Noe Morales, one of the top freshmen that Leonard Griffin has brought in for California. Definitely had a good showing on Thursday despite the loss, as he's in good form and wasn't afraid to let the ball fly on a few attempts.
Yeah, he is definitely a player who is not afraid to go forward, take some risks. Coach Griffin spoke about how he adds a lot to this front line just because of that. And a creative player, I think just for him picking the moments and then utilizing all these unique skill sets he has, I'm excited to see what he brings. Another freshman in the lineup tonight, Lewis, who's putting a lot of pressure there, had a good performance as well and has earned his spot in the starting lineup today.
Yeah, Cal Lewis definitely created some chances.
Did a great job coming off the bench on that left side, was really dangerous, especially getting the ball into the box early. A lot of early services, didn't hold on to the ball longer than he needed to, and just picked out players. Not able to convert any of those, but Coach Griffin saw what was there and is giving him the opportunity tonight.
Lukic trying to go after the ball there against Reddington. James Reddington wearing number 12 for the Tritons. See Nolan Primack in goal. Very experienced goalkeeper, a grad transfer from Cal Baptist. Comes from British Columbia, Canada. Yeah, but the one thing about UC San Diego, they had to let some of their graduating class players go at the end of last season, as Kai Oppenheim is one of the only returning top goal scorers that John Pascal was able to bring back.
A local Bay Area player growing up in San Francisco, California, just across the bay from where he grew up. I'm sure he's very familiar with the Berkeley area. Always exciting to come back and play near your hometown. And for a big crowd today. We have a great turnout here at Edwards tonight. It is actually just continuing to get more and more packed. I want to say I think a part of that is that the shade has increased dramatically since the women's game. It is now covering 75% of the bleachers versus the 20% it was covering this morning.
Yeah, it was definitely a hot day today here in Berkeley, especially during the women's match that started at 1 o'clock, where it was pretty much hovering around the low 80s, but now it's kind of cooled down a little bit. You mentioned the shade, Keeley definitely has brought some fans in, and hopefully maybe some more could come in, see if we could try to fill up the bottom part of the bleachers. But think about UC San Diego, the way that their roster set up. You have a few local players from the area. I expect to see some UC San Diego parents out here today. So here goes Luka Lukic trying to go for a chance for goal and just squirts a little bit to the left. But he's still trying to give it a shot, and he's trying to see if he get a call for a possible penalty or a corner, and it looks like it will be a corner, as he was trying to see if it was a deflection. Our referee for this match is Kyle Johnson, as he'll be working the pitch today. So it will be a corner for the Bears. They'll look to set one up.
Good start to the night for Lukic. And you can see he's questioning maybe a foul there even, but they do earn the corner. He seems satisfied with that. He did have a lot of pressure. Kind of got squeezed in by two San Diego defenders there, but still able to get off a pretty good shot, but looks like it hit some deflection, and here's the chance for Cal.
They send it in, and Nishimura couldn't really place it properly on the foot, but Lukic still holding. Oh, and he nutmegs the defender, trying to work in, gets knocked out of bounds as UC San Diego able to clear it out.
So cheeky there.
How about Alfredo Ortiz going for the ball? Alfredo Ortiz wearing the captain's armband for the Golden Bears, as he came out on Thursday scoring the lone goal off of a penalty kick for Cal in the losing effort.
the captain center back stepping up in the big moment to get them on the board there later in Thursday's game, and he is back in his usual backline position, helping Cal hold down the fort back there. And I have to say, the crowd liked what they saw there. A little bit of claps and applause as Lukic decided to get a little tricky in the corner. Cheeky, go for the nutmeg, and was successful in the make, not quite able to create a scoring opportunity, but able to get a good cross-off. I like this energy from the Cal men's side. They look different than they did when we watched them on Thursday. Didn't have quite as much spark in the early minutes of that match.
There's Alfredo Ortiz trying to work off against the defender, but he's knocked to the floor pretty hard there. So it's going to be a whistle. So he was in battle with Cole Barrett. And touch a little bit more about Alfredo Ortiz. Of course, with this being his senior season with Cal, young man from LA, actually a JUCO transfer coming in, where he received South Coast Conference Player of the Year honors when he played at Cerritos College. Also spent a stint at East LA College in the JUCO ranks before coming up to the four-year ranks with the Bears. And Keely, that's something that we don't usually see a lot as far as recruitment, where some of the big-time D1 schools will go the JUCO route, try to find some talent out of that landscape.
While it does happen, it really isn't super common. But I think a credit to Coach Griffith is he has always said he's just looking for the best players. He doesn't care if it's a freshman. He doesn't care if you came from JUCO level. He said when he sees talent, he is always open to seeing if that could be a fit for the Bears. And Ortiz is one of those players.
Malcolm Zaliet tried to work with Lucas, see if they can get some two-man action in the penalty area. Zaliet going to try to cross it in. Oh, and the header attempt. It's Cam Wilkerson.
A little bit of a decoy there. We had Lukic went to go for the header and Wilkerson going for the bike. And almost barely avoided a collision there, but could have been magic.
Oh, but that cross by Lewis as he tried to hit Morales on the target. He tried to head in, but a good save by Premack.
Premack there to clean that one up, but gotta love the freshman to freshman connection there. Lewis trying to find Morales and what could have been a really, really good opportunity. That ball from Lewis flighted in almost perfectly from Morales' head. A stunning ball, I have to say.
The pass itself was on the money, and it couldn't have been more perfect. It's like if Colin Lewis was playing at the blackjack table in Vegas, he would have slapped a Benjamin on the table and said, "Hey, hit me."
Yeah. I just saw a post online. They're saying, how can you not be romantic about soccer? And they had this great game-winning clip from TCU women's team, and I was like, wow, I think every school's got to get a couple of those posts up in theirs with some cinematic videography. That could have been one of those moments from Lewis there. That'd make a great little highlight reel video.
Zalia from far out, able to get it past Premack.
Zalia trying something there with the left foot, but it's going to take a little more than that, I think, to beat Premack.
There's Reddington trying to go up front. He tried to hit Oppenheim. It's a good clear out there by Bo Morrison.
Morrison, the sophomore, an integral part of this Cal back line.
Morrison, who wears number 33. Defending, more of a defender, sophomore from Sacramento. And UC San Diego still trying to work the long passes. James Reddington try to work it off against Callan Lewis. It's going to be a throw-in. So know about John Pascal, the head coach of the Tritons. He's a three-time CCAA Coach of the Year award recipient. This is his 17th season on the coaching staff with UC San Diego.
Very exciting for him, I'm sure, to be able to take this team from the Division II level up to the Division I level. It is very tough to do. It's a rigorous process just to actually be moved up. But you also have to have a lot of success, which they had, to be able to do that. So I'm sure that is something that has been just very cool to watch this program grow under his watch, and now get to see them match up against some of the best of the best.
Now, when UC San Diego was still a Division II program, they were trying to go for an NCAA treble chance.
Pretty impressive. That's no easy feat at any level of the NCAA. It is competitive top to bottom. We talked about Ortiz being a JUCO transfer, and I mean, you see what he brings to this Cal back line, wearing the captain armband there in the back, and that just shows you the talent is widespread, and it takes a lot to have success at any of those levels.
And a nice long ball from way out by number 17, Kenai Braun. Just past the 16th minute mark, still 0-0 here in Berkeley. UC San Diego taking on number 17, California. This is the last game of our men's and women's doubleheader here at Edwards Stadium on the ACC Network Extra through ESPN Plus. Philip Hall and Keely Roy with you. Glad to join you for a full day of soccer.
It has been a full day, and we're really just getting started. We've got lots of soccer still ahead of us. Have a little break here, as it looks like the referee is going to come check on Nishimura, and players are gladly heading over to grab a sip of water. It is still hot out here.
Yeah, getting the approval from the crowd here. They've been treated to some aggressive play, as there is a stoppage on the clock for a quick water break. It is that kind of day. Everybody needs to get a quick swig, gas and go. Maybe also a little time on the charger as well.
We talked about it a lot in the girls' game. The heat, the size of this field, the nature of soccer just being such a long game with so little breaks. You really have to, in some ways, find a way to be 100% while still conserving for those important moments. And it is no easy feat. I will not be surprised if both squads go into their bench today, make a lot of rotations, try to keep people fresh, but this should be a battle, and they will need to be as sharp as they can for as much of this game as they can if they want to walk away with a win today.
Gaiko Nishimura is getting checked out on the trainer's table, as coming in substitution for him be number 15.
I have to highlight again, it is a packed house here at Edwards today.
And number 15, Kieran Bracken Sarah. And there are still some fans still piling into Edwards Stadium.
No. If you're in the Bay, it's not too late to join us. Still plenty of time left in this matchup.
Hey, the kids bringing in food and refreshments. I'm laying down there with a full container of water bottles for the fam.
It's that kind of day. You need that.
UC San Diego working from the back. And Gaiko Nishimura still getting checked on. It's Kieran Braxton Sarah coming in to get some minutes. Ortiz trying to go inside to Cesar Cordova. First time we've mentioned him in the match. This ball's going to go out, be a throw-in for the Tritons. Reddington go out to Barrett. Barrett's going to work over to the left here. Able to find number 7, Bryce Barnum. And even with Cal still having that number 17 next to their name, it's probably going to be kind of tough. They'll have to get on their hands and knees to plead with the committee to keep them in, but I don't think they're going to buy it, especially with the loss against San Francisco. But in the long run, Keely, you just got to think that Cal's going to have opportunities to get back in that top 25, especially with the ACC still being the conference of death with 10 teams ranked in the top 25 at the moment.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. As much as it's tough to be in such a good position and then potentially risk falling out of it, they're in a position where it is not impossible to get back there. And for some teams, you won't have that opportunity just because you are not playing teams with a high enough ranking to be able to get enough ranked wins to boost you. But they are going to play some of the best in the country. They have, I think, one of the hardest schedules in the ACC. And we just talk about how challenging this conference is. They're going to see exactly how challenging it is. If they're able to walk away with some big wins, they could find themselves in a potentially even higher ranking. So the opportunity is there. It's just now will they be able to rise to the challenge.
How about Cesar Cordova fighting off for the ball, trying to outpace that number 10, Quinn Sellers. Oh, gets knocked to the ground by Cole Barrett.
It is already getting chippy out here.
Yeah, it was going to be a free kick. See Kyle Johnson with the spray paint, trying to spray the spot. Man, you can see the physicality by both squads. Everybody's kind of bumping and shoving.
We always say this, but lots to play for both teams. UCSD chasing their first win and their first goal of the season, so this is a huge match for them for a variety of reasons. Those being two big ones, and for Cal, coming off the rivalry upset and to keep that high ranking alive.
Cordova is going to go in on a free kick, but it'll be cleared out. Cole
Barrett,
be an
opportunity.
Trying to hit his man downfield. That's Oppenheim over on the left flank, trying to work inside. Cole Barrett, he knew he had it. He shows his frustration, just pounding his fist at the grass, telling the soccer gods, why can't we get one?
A really good look, though. We talked about Oppenheim and what he's been able to do throughout his career at UC San Diego. Now one of the key players for them returning this year, one of the only key players in this attacking unit returning, and we can see why they consider him to be such an asset. Great speed, very deceptive speed. I did not expect him to just turn on the jets there, gets around the corner, and then good opportunity for Barrett, but just misses. And you can see the frustration. He wants that one back, but a good sign of what the pieces they have, what they might be able to do today. Slight scare for Cal.
Cole Barrett, grad student from Sacramento, product of Jesuit High School. Played the early part of his collegiate career over in Moraga at St. Mary's before making his way down to Loyola.
So I'm sure he's very familiar with this field here at Edwards. Another little Cross Bay rivalry, St. Mary's and Cal. Lots of head-to-head matchups.
Morales trying to work in at that full pace. That's
something I want to add in this moment, because I think for those who aren't maybe avid soccer watchers, that play there where Morrison heads the ball back to Lamb, the keeper, and he's able to pick that up. Characteristically different because you cannot pass the ball back to your keeper and allow them to pick it up. That would be a penalty kick. But because it's headed back, it's able to be picked up by the keeper. So that's something you'll see might be like a little strange. Why not go for the pass? Seems a little safer. It is, but it's not in that moment something that's available. So good little defensive show of skill there from Morrison.
Now you talk about defense there. UC San Diego brought the house on Luka Lukic. Ball goes out.
You've got to. He is a strong presence. Physically so strong, and he is aggressive. He is not afraid to get in there make some big tackles, and he is dangerous around the box. They've done a good job matching his physicality today, and it's like I said, the early chippiness here, but both teams came to play.
Couple substitutions coming on for UC San Diego. Brian Aarons wearing number 11, come on for the Tritons. And number 16, Gavin Elegart. A long shot attempt by Wisdom on Ioma.
He's signaling his teammates. He said, that's me, guys. Sorry about that one. He's excited. Making his entry into the starting lineup tonight at outside back gives the Bears some speed and athleticism to their back line. And I think something that I always have some empathy for as a player, as an announcer, is when a defender, outside back, center back is able to get forward and get near shooting lane. They want to go for it, and I respect that. They work hard, and I'm like, if you feel like you have a chance, go ahead, rip one.
Reddington being squared up tight. And it's Bracken Sarah. UC San Diego trying to look for the chance. Oppenheim's having to let that one go out. But it looks like it's going to be a corner, and it will be.
Good string of passes here for UC San Diego. This feels like they're getting a little momentum going forward now, getting more players in and around the box. Cal has got to be tight here to keep them out of the back of the net.
Number 10, Quinn Sellers setting up for the corner kick.
Good clearance there off the head of Morrison. Heavily contested ball. And it's Morrison again on the clearance. He is everywhere right now for this Cal back line.
And the Tritons having to set the start from square one. It's Reddington trying to get it back in. Oppenheim. And squared up tight by Bo Morrison.
Morrison lockdown defense today so far. Oppenheim getting up slowly there, asking the referee if he can keep an eye on it. Referee's not called anything there yet.
And it's still a tight battle between Morrison and Oppenheim.
Battle to watch, I'd say. Both players, good size, physicality, and not one to back down. Oppenheim really good playing back to goal, and you see him posting up a lot there for the ball and has been effective in that area for UCSD so far. But Morrison is not one to concede easily. He has made it a highly contested battle. Referee's in there now. He's seeing a little bit of this chippiness in real time. He's not having it.
Cross in, headed out by Lukic. Cal still trying to stay on the ball. And Morales gets tripped up. We're going to not waste any time on the foul. Callan Lewis went from one man to beat to two men to beat. Bracken Sarah having the run all the way to his right flank to bring it back.
Cal showing some patience now as they are content to build for a little bit.
Oh, Lewis not able to grasp it on his left foot. It's going to go out of bounds, albeit throwing for the Tritons. Oh, and almost a mistake there by Connor Lamb. Brian Aarons almost tried to psych him out. Cal able to keep their breath. The crowds with a big awe, ooh and awe.
Almost a dangerous mistake there for Cal. They're able to get out of that one. Good work from the substitute Aarons there, coming on making an impact off the bench for the Tritons.
Anioma to Ortiz. Goes to Morrison. Try to hit Morales. Had a white jersey in front of him. That was Sellers. Went for the interception, but the Bears able to get it back. Now 2 subs. Getting loose on the touchline. Waiting to come in. Sarah in the middle of the Lukic. Oh, Lukic. Not able to have a clear line to the goal.
Good look from the Bears there. Like that ball into Lukic. Good idea. Looked like he wasn't able to really get off a clean shot there. He had a bit of contact from a defender as that ball kind of trickled in.
Push from behind. Sarah knocking down Sellers. Cal able to win the ball. Callan Lewis working in the middle. Cross to the right. And Diego works it back. Oh, how about that by Cesar Cordova. Oh, and able to split. 2 Tritons in the process.
Little casual show of skill there from Cordova. He didn't even look like it was tough for him at all. He just casually split 2 defenders, had him try to figure out where the ball was.
Oh, how about Morales? Could have a chance here. He's tripped up. No penalty. Whistle does get blown, but it's going to go the other way to UC San Diego. And now the subs will come on.
Subs on both sides. Entering the match for Cal, number 13, Junwon Park, number 25, Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas and Junwon Park now enter the game.
Number 19, Woody Brown.
For UC San Diego, Woody Brown is going to come on the pitch. Also, Sean Ueda. Now there goes Noe Morales working from the left side now. Nice through ball to Park. Park's trying to cross it in, but the cross a little bit too acute. Premack able to grab it. The one-on-one matchups have been fun to watch here, Keely. You can just see that UC San Diego does not waste any time in trying to be aggressive off the ball.
Yeah, and I think at this point in the game, it's still 0-0. I think not a bad idea to be a little aggressive. See what you can, what's available, what's onto you. You got to test some of these matchups. I think as a player, that was something that I was always thinking about early in the game is who am I going against? What's that 1v1 matchup look like? You know, maybe try to go at them once or twice, just see, is this a mismatch? Do you have players around you in a mismatch? If you do, you want to target those players as often as possible.
Tees tried to hit Park, but he was in a wrestling match. That was Kenai Braun trying to fight for the ball that time. Gonna give it back to Lamb. Onioma try to hit Morales. They're gonna swing it back the other way.
It looks like Cal has actually made a formation change. It appears like they're playing with a almost a 3-back right now. Looks like they've pushed Morales into this outside mid, as well as number 25, Isaiah Thomas, who just entered. Potentially looking to be a little more aggressive to take a lead here.
Morales to the right. Has his pass knocked away. Just past the 34th minute mark, still 0-0 between UC San Diego and number 17 Cal. Here in Berkeley at Edwards Stadium. Tuned in with Philip Hall and Keely Roy on ACC Network Extra through ESPN Plus. Sunday coverage, some men's college soccer. Malcolm Zaliet, beautiful ball. We're off to the far right side of the pitch, but it's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick for the Tritons. See Isaiah Thomas trying to work on that right wing.
Yeah, getting to see kind of a new look for him as he kind of steps into what looks to be like more of an outside midfield role. Usually he's in the back for the Bears, playing in that outside back area. Very similar positionally, but does it allow him a little more freedom to get forward? You saw him on the last play. He was the servicer.
You see San Diego trying to push. Have Elegart, number 16 for the Tritons, working in the middle. Try to get a pass going there, but it's taken by Bracken-Sarah. Puts a spin move on. Thomas giving back to Wilkerson. They're just going to let that one go, and I think Malcolm Zaliet, who was the man up front, kind of had a feeling that was going to be an offside call.
It's always hard to say on those ones. Do you run the extra 20 yards not knowing, or risk it and maybe it pays off? It's a debate as old as time for soccer players. Morrison continuing his lockdown defense campaign today. Playing at that sole center back in what appears to be a 3-back for the Bears. It's a lot of pressure and definitely a high demand for that player that's holding down that central defender position. You're dealing with a lot of 1v1 matchups there, and he has done a really good job all day dealing with a really good Oppenheim.
Thomas trying to go for the ball. He was in battle. Number 3, Nate Morgan, who now comes on for the Tritons. And Morrison sending a grass cutter over to Thomas. Oh, Wilkerson double teamed out there in the middle on a good take back by Ortiz.
Cal showing a lot of patience. So kind of winding down to the last little bit of this half here.
Noe Morales bounces off the chest. Now work his way in, being pushed from the back. Able to keep his footing though. UC San Diego able to win the ball.
Morales is so good, not just as a dribbler, but his body control while he's dribbling. A moment like that, he's falling out of bounds, able to get a touch with the back foot, keep it in play, and then beat his defender back to the ball. It takes so much spatial awareness and skill and body control. I think that's what makes him a really good player for his size. You might underestimate him, but really technically dynamic and something interesting for the Bears. Something to note, UC San Diego dropped into a pretty low block right now at the end of this half. They're haven't really gotten to their half much in this last 10 minutes play, but they're sitting almost not too far outside their 18-yard box right now.
Ortiz trying to go in. Look at Wilkerson. Bounce it off the head. Oh, just try to strike it, but didn't have the accuracy to go with it, but it was still a good chance. They tried to go for a bit of luck.
Yeah, really crafty little flick over the head, able to bring that one down in the box under pressure and get a strike off. Not easy to do. And he does it, just not able to convert on the shot there, but Cal definitely has a little more energy. I feel like we saw them on Thursday. And I don't know how you feel, but I feel like they look a little more lively today. That's how I describe it.
Now Kyle Johnson gonna blow the whistle here, telling everybody to hold their horses, as he makes a beeline over to one of these UC San Diego players. That player in question was Sean Ueda, number 28, telling them, hey, you need to chill out, bro.
With it being 0-0, definitely keeps it, additionally competitive.
Oh, and how about Malcolm Zaliet winning the header that time? Ueda, he got a reality check. Took a bit of a body shot on the header attempt.
Yeah, Zelli had a really strong presence, both in the air and on the ground. Looking to continue on a really good freshman campaign with the Bears last season. Huge part of their offense. Still trying to get this new season campaign underway for him.
The Bears have taken 7 shots in this match compared to UC San Diego's 2. But Cal has caused problems whenever the Tritons are able to get into their attacking third. Just under 5 minutes left to go here in the half. Cal still trying to look for that goal that they want to get early on. See if they can try to set the tone going into the second half. Here come the Tritons on the attack. The cross inside.
Really good ball flighted in there. Didn't have really much option. There's a lot of blue back there. You got Lamb back there in between the sticks as well, and he's able to find his only target in Arenas, but just not quite able to get a shot off there under pressure that would really test Lamb.
Yeah, that was probably the best ball they could have had in the winding minutes. And Wisdom Anayuma trying to push his men up. Ferguson back to the middle, Bracken Sarah. Now to Anayuma. Thomas. Can't get the pass through. UC San Diego with one more chance to gather it up, possibly. Anayuma says, not on my watch.
Anayuma doing a good job in his home starting debut tonight. Been strong on that right side.
There's John Park trying to work the middle, lost the ball though. So does Daliet. There's about a minute and a half to go. Cal still trying to push up. Ortiz able to get through. Look at Thomas over trying to cross it in, but he is kicked out.
1 minute.
This is going to go out, but will be a throw-in for the Bears. Minutes now turn to seconds here in the first half.
That one felt like a little bit of a lost opportunity there. Great ball and just no one to get on the end of it.
Wilkerson with the cross to Zaliet, and he's able to knock it in.
And there's the one, the go-ahead there. Zaliet, we were just talking about him getting his sophomore campaign started, and he does it right there. Good little finish. Not a thing Premack can do on that one. That's off the post and in. Absolutely unstoppable. And the Bears get on the board. And what better timing with under a minute left in the first half.
Zaliet scored 4 goals last season for the Golden Bears. Leonard Griffin said he was one of the best returning players he was able to bring back. Now becoming a sophomore, able to notch goal number 1 in 2025. And was it a big one as it came in the winding minutes, the 44th minute here in the first half, making it 1-0 Cal over UC San Diego, with still only just seconds remaining on the game clock.
I don't think there's a much better way for Cal to head into the second half.
They might try to do it again. Thomas with the ball. That's going to be taken back. Oh, getting dragged to the ground there. Looked like it's John Juan Park. Cal will still hold possession. See if they could try to get 2 before the clock hits 45. 10-second countdown begins.
5, 4, 3.
It's like they're not going to have enough time here. Even with the free kick attempts. We're just going to take it to the half. But Cal with a big opportunity thanks to Malcolm Zaliet.
Both played well when they got minutes last game, and he's open to giving both an opportunity here today. And we see Ando starting the second half in between the sticks for the Bears.
The Bears will be going from left to right. UC San Diego now going from right to left. Rowan McElligott, who wears number 9 for Cal, will also begin the second half on the pitch. And also number 10, Alan Juarez, will start the second half for Cal as well.
Yeah, seeing some new faces in this Cal lineup for the second half, and some new faces entering the game for the first time.
And it also seems that UC San Diego is going to return some of their starters back on as well. Yeah, but UC San Diego, not only are they trying to fight for their first win in 2025, but they're also trying to fight for their first goal scored, which has really been a challenge for them, only being held to 2 shots in the first half, as whenever they got into that attacking third, they just couldn't really find an answer against Cal's back line.
Yeah, they had some opportunities, several of those coming off of California errors, but they dropped back fairly early into that first half, which did surprise me a little bit because I felt like they were having some opportunities. It didn't feel completely one-sided. Tactical decision there, and definitely limited the amount of opportunities they had. So I'm not really shocked at seeing them only sitting at 2 shots.
There's a corner for Cal. First corner of the half, and it gets hit over the top net by Kieran Bracken-Sarah. Now that'll put UC San Diego back on the ball. That ball in the middle, that was Bryce Barnum who got sandwiched the ball that time. Kieran Bracken-Sarah trying to keep it in the Golden Bears attacking third. And there's Juarez in the middle in his first touch of the evening. Pass deflected. Number 8, Cole Barrett for the Tritons, able to win it back. Bryce Barnum seeing some action. Now also on the pitch is number 29, Ian Mai. That was a good tackle attempt there by Luka Lukic. He tried to go after Quinn Sellers there that time. Has some sportsmanship.
Yeah. It's been a little chippy. It's good to see that.
Yeah, Luka Lukic, one of the toughest players for Cal. Straight out of Belgrade, Serbia.
You can tell he is a competitor. He likes to get stuck in. He wants to win. He has this competitive nature about him, which makes him a great goal scorer, but also a fearsome opponent. And he has continued to put pressure on this back line, and he's not afraid to push the envelope a little bit.
Aniuma able to stay on the ball for Cal. Oh, and Lukic getting knocked from behind. It's going to sound weird, Keely, but I just had a deja vu moment with that exact same play. Seriously.
I mean, it's been chippy. It's not the first time we've seen a couple people just go down.
It's like I've already envisioned the play before it happened. I already saw it in a premonition at some point.
Have some skill sets we don't know about.
I have a premonition with a goal coming here, but the shot's going to be saved by Premack.
That's a good look there from Juarez, making the start the second half and doing a really good job coming off the bench. It can be tough. Sitting for 45 minutes, really, you get a little cold, but he comes off the bench and he's light on his feet, ready to go. Early shot for him, not quite there, but
and Brian Aarons knocking Wisdom Aniuma down there in front of Leonard Griffin. He's going to send this one in. Thomas back to Aniuma. Gonna move that over to the left. Gonna go back to Ortiz. Morrison can find Wilkerson. Ball almost had a chance for possible attempts. Jawan Park, who was at the front. And Aniuma trying to push his men up. Seems like Wisdom is the kind of player that reads the field, especially with all that he can see from the back line.
I think that's one of the great parts about playing outside back is you have such a great vantage point, arguably one of the best vantage points on the field. I mean, your goalkeeper might be the only one with a better vantage point than that, and it's a space where you're able to still get forward a little bit as well. Something that Cal has utilized their outside backs for. throughout today and the season so far.
Wilkerson in the middle. It's Juarez. Oh, and trying to keep it in bounds. Run over it for was number 9, McElligott. Oh, it'll be a goal kick for the Tritons.
I like the cheeky look there from Juarez. Little chip ball over the back line. Saw McElligott just not able to quite find him. Got to take a little bit off that ball. This field pretty slick.
You get a whistle.
Good little footwork there from number 28, Ueda for the Tritons. Able to maneuver out of a 3-man defensive effort by the Bears. Draws the foul.
So I want to give a quick shout out to Dr. Tyron Douglas, who I had a chance to finally meet in person with at halftime, whereas he's in attendance today. And sure, for all the Cal soccer fans tuning in, you probably heard Dr. Ty on the call for some games last year. So definitely great to see him making his rounds with the athletic department.
Someone very well known within the Cal community, has done so much for DEI at this school, or as he likes to call it, DEIBJ, the J for Justice. And just such a great presence. Really adds so much energy and so encouraging to the players. Has done many pregame, halftime talks, all of it.
Could have a chance here. Action happening in the middle. They make it into the goal area. And a shot attempt blocked away as Jawan Park could have had a great opportunity there. He had Luka Lukic running up with him.
Park just falling to his knees after that one there. What a run, though. Beats 3 players on the dribble, cuts it back against massive pressure, able to get a really, really good shot off at close range, too. Great save by Premack there. Earns the Bears a corners, though. I really like what I see from Park. Done a great job coming off the bench for the Bears so far this season.
Yeah, UC San Diego not out the woods yet. Cal trying to go for their second goal here. On the outside, McElligott tried to go for the opportunity there and still trying to fight for the ball. It's going to be a goal kick for Premack. Morrison giving it back to Ando.
It's a good ball there from Ando.
Flag is up.
Offsides is the call there.
A bit of a weird spot. Call for offsides, especially when the goalkeeper was the one that sent it out that far.
I mean, nobody is safe from offsides, and I think not many people were expecting that boot there from Ando, so looked like maybe Park was chilling a little behind the back line before he realized that ball was actually coming to him.
Yeah, another whistle for Cal. It looked like Dr. Ty's trying to get some work going. He's trying to fill up the student section to the right of us, just in front of the bleachers. Like there's our players from the women's team making their way down. Now out of uniform and street clothes.
Yeah, good turnout tonight's match. A mix of students, family, soccer fans. Great home showing for the home California Bears.
Wilkerson trying to go in the middle, goes outside to Ortiz, trying to get the ball in. Thomas able to put it on the floor. Rack and Sarah trying to send it on to Luka for the header, but it's going to go a little bit too wide.
Looks like there might have been a little bit of collision in the box there. You see both Lukic and that looks like Wellerstein getting up a little slowly, rubbing the back of the head a little bit. They might have to come off. I think they're going to have to do a little evaluation here. Pretty standard protocol now is any head collision will result in a concussion check at least before players are allowed to re-enter the match. So Wellerstein will come out for a second. Check him out. Lukic looks to be okay. He'll remain on.
Clock has stopped at 57:12. And like Lukic didn't really get much of that. And Kyle Johnson putting the ball down.
UCSD
That's a return play.
Match number 19, Woody Brown, replacing number 17, Kenai Brown.
As a Woody Brown's going to come on here for Kenai Braun. Oh, the ball just soars into the opposite grandstand across from us. Yeah, so the ball turns into a spectator. Have to get a new one back here on the pitch. While that's happening, UC San Diego making more substitutions.
Number 23, Kai Oppenheim, and number 3, Nate Morgan.
Kai Oppenheim, number 23, returns to the pitch, one of the starters, along with Nate Morgan, number 3 for the Tritons, also coming back on. We're seeing a bit of action in the first half. Nate Morgan was one of the starters. UC San Diego working in the penalty area, which feels like it's been the first time all day that they've gotten close to the goal area of how well Cal's been keeping them off balance offensively.
Yeah, UC San Diego still working to get a consistent presence in their attacking third, but a good opportunity here from the corner. All it takes is one set piece, they say.
Corner kick inside, and it's going to go way off the mark. It looked like it bounced off a...
That is an excellent ball.
Well, no, it didn't bounce off a Golden Bear. It would actually just be a goal kick. Zach Ando will send it back out. See if he goes short here. He will. Get over to Ortiz. Long pass out to the midfield. Lukic not able to win the header against Wallerstein. How about that nutmeg? Which creates a possible opportunity for Park, but he was too late to the party.
I have to get a little nutmeg count going today. Everybody's feeling tricky. I love it. No better games to call than the ones with all the tricks and flips.
Definitely see some skill moves on display here, for sure.
At halftime, we talked about this Cal team has a lot of really skilled players. We've got to see just a taste of that tonight already. And UC San Diego not lacking in that area as well. A lot of that coming from the feet of
UCSD substitution.
Oppenheim up top.
Match, number 17, Kenai Braun. He replaces number 19, Woody Brown.
Kenai Braun will come back on for Woody Brown, so there's a quick rest on the charger for him as he's now back in the game. Just past the 60th minute mark here in Berkeley at Edwards Stadium. 1-0 Cal lead. Here's Lukic getting it up front to Park, but the offside flag goes up immediately. So Jawan Park falls to his knees once again.
Park has been great in the second half, though. Just poaching around the net, and he is due for one for sure. That time, just a little unlucky, but he's right there.
How about Dr. Ty trying to get the crowd in it, trying to get a cheer going? That man is cut from a different cloth, I will tell you that. It's another thing to mention, Dr. Ty, coming from the tiny island of Bermuda. Sure, it's exciting times for him, but that's only because Bermuda are in the running to possibly qualify for next year's World Cup in 2026.
An exciting time of year for global soccer fans as we kind of start counting down to the World Cup. It is the biggest event in soccer, so I think starting to get yourself excited now really isn't too early. I think it's actually perfect timing. A lot of fans watching these qualifier matches, hoping that their team will be featured.
Yeah, Bermuda with 2 more qualifying matches to go. Got to take down Jamaica and Curacao. Trying to get that, one of the few final berths left. And even here in the Bay Area, like you mentioned, Keely, definitely exciting time for international soccer, especially with 5 matches being played at Levi Stadium down in Santa Clara. Of course, Levi Stadium, home of the 49ers, staying active during American football season.
Yep, it's going to be a busy time out there. But an exciting time if you're a Bay Area fan. With everything that's going on, with the World Cup coming, you have the San Jose Earthquakes, you have Bay FC on the women's side, and then a plethora of great college teams. Stanford, ranked in the top 5 for both the men and the women. Cal, the men's side ranked. Women chasing a ranking. And it just on and on. You have San Jose State, Santa Clara. It's really in my opinion, I'm a little biased, having lived and played out here, but I'd say Bay Area is a top soccer destination. If you're a soccer fan, I think you should make a trip out here. Gotta stop by Edwards if you come out here, though.
Absolutely.
Requirement.
Definitely a hotbed for soccer talent. I also think about Levi Stadium being a busy venue, as not only are they going to have 5 World Cup matches, but the Super Bowl is set to happen at Levi Stadium in February. But I mean, like, we're just going to have to thug out 2025 here, Keely, because I think 2026 is going to be a movie-like year. You know, you think about the sports scene. 2026, for all the baseball fans, the World Baseball Classic is coming back. The Super Bowl in the Bay Area, the World Cup. I mean, just, it's going to be an insane calendar come next year.
Yeah, maybe rest up for the rest of the year.
And save your money, too.
And save your, yes.
Because you never know. You might want to splurge a little bit.
If you want to see that one of those World Cup matches, I do think you will be splurging. From what I hear, splurge might be an understatement. But on a positive note, all the games on the slate here at Edwards are free.
That's right.
So come, if you want to see some high quality soccer for free, come join us anytime you're in the Bay Area that we're out here. We have a great slate of games here, especially when ACC conference play kicks off. We are going to have some of the best teams in the country right here at Edwards Stadium taking on the Golden Bears. We're excited to bring you this action. I know I'm excited. I've got so many games circled in my calendar. I'm like, I can't do the circle thing anymore. They're all circled now.
It's going to be exciting times for soccer here in Berkeley, especially if Cal can stay competitive for where they are now, being nationally ranked. Those ACC matchups going up against those teams from the East Coast, going to be definitely fun to watch. And speaking of the ACC, it's giving you the out-of-town scoreboard update of what's happening tonight. As later tonight, for the games that are set to begin, UC Davis on the road to take on number 4 Stanford. That game coming up at 7 o'clock, so some Sunday night soccer down on the farm. and game that already went final, the Battle of the Carolinas, as number 9 Duke drew with Furman 1-1. And also SMU 1-0 up against Oral Roberts. That game in the second half. And also a little bit of a sentimental score update as my alma mater, St. John's, is at home taking on number 5 Wake Forest. Actually, either home or away for that game. No, that's a road game for them, excuse me. So St. John's on the road at Wake Forest. So shout out to my alma mater back on the East Coast of New York. Go Johnnies. Got a player down here for UC San Diego.
Looks like Oppenheim, not who you want to see down if you are a Tritons fan. He has been great today for them. Pretty much the key clog in their offense so far, but he's gonna jog this one off. He'll position himself near the back post for this set piece. You have to imagine he's probably a target for this play here with his size.
It'll be a free kick for UC San Diego, trying to work inside. Quinn Sellers was the one to take it. Tritons have the set up on the far back here. Oh, for another through ball, but look at the effort by Zach Ando running in to catch the save.
You have to love the save by Ando there. Comes out so aggressive with so much authority. Goes up that ball, and he doesn't go for the punch. He grabs it, brings it down with him right over the top of a Tritons player. Holds on to that one. Good showing as he makes a start in the second half here with authority.
Zach Ando, junior goalkeeper out of Portland. Or as I'm
Big
sure
tackle there in the midfield.
Cam Wilkerson trying to get it back there, but they're able to get the pass off.
That was one of those tackles. You can hear the boom from up here. Of course, the crowd loves that one. You could hear a little cheer after that one.
Oh, yeah. Golden Bears have not slowed down on defense at all today. I work from the left flank. It's Kai Mai. Or Ian Mai, excuse me. Ian Mai, number 29, going off the Sellers. Now they go back to the middle. There's Adam Hillis. We've seen much action and taking a long shot from way out. Going out to the left.
Not a bad strike from the distance he was at. For a second, looked like could have been something promising, but ball's back at the feet of Ando.
Yeah, the crowd's starting to come alive a little bit here at Edwards. About to hit the 69th-minute mark. Cal still lead 1-0. Trying to end off what has been a down week with a win. But they're hoping that they can maintain position or at least try to hold steady when the polls come out this week in the top 25, being at number 17. We're going to get some substitutions here for the Bears.
Cal substitutions enter the match.
Cesar Cordova
Noe Morales.
and Noe Morales will re-enter the pitch.
Cordova. Number 27, Malcolm Zavada.
Well, UC San Diego setting up for the throw-in. So we're seeing Wisdom Oniyuma getting checked up by the trainers while he kind of cramped up a little bit. So he did have to leave the game. He's getting stretched out over on the bench. Pass in the middle. Kieran Bracken-Sarah. Oh, nice through ball to Lukic. Trying to cross in, but it's backheeled. It's Bryce Barnum able to break the attack.
Good look for the Bears. Lukic quick around that left side, just not able to find anybody. We talked a little bit about this on Thursdays. They've gotten some really good looks, getting around the corner, whipping balls in, but just maybe trying to add one more player, advancing one more person into the box so they can try to capitalize on some of these opportunities.
Thomas tried to get the pass off over to Cordova and it go out. It's going to be a throw-in. This time it's going to go the other way to the Tritons. Pushed by Morales. We get Adam Hillis off balance, but it's going to be a foul kick. Going to go short. Man, how about the arc on that cross pass by Nate Morgan?
Yeah, that's a great ball, and that is not an easy ball to hit. That's a very long pass to so accurately find the foot of Reddington on that far right side. They're able to kind of make a little something out of this, draw a free kick. Kind of a little bit farther out, but gives them a chance to really push numbers forward, getting into this last 10, 15 minutes of play here. UC San Diego down a goal. See if they look to push their lines.
Sellers free kick right from the middle, a third of the pitch in their territory. How about that through ball? Oh, they're trying to go for the equalizer, and they will get it. UC San Diego, the entire bench clears as they celebrate, making it a 1-1 game in the 72nd minute.
The UC San Diego goal is scored by number 2, Evan Wellerstein, assisted by number 17.
Evan Wellerstein able to equalize this game. As with that, UC San Diego get their first goal of the season. And I'm sure for John Pascal's squad, that's going to be the confidence booster that they need to try to go for the win.
Definitely. This is not a game I think you settle for a tie with. It's early in the season. You want to get a win here tonight if you can. I think that goes for both sides. So I would expect both of them to push the pace here and look to get forward as often as possible. I have to say, touch on the fact that ball from Morgan, we're just talking about the ball. He flighted over the right side right before that, and that play starts with him again. Great service whipped in and then back across and finished by Wellerstein. Good finish from the center back, making his mark on this game today.
Morales able to find an opening, going towards the middle. Tries to go inside, loses the handle, and it's going to get cleared out all the way.
I was wondering if Morales was maybe going to rip a shot there with his left, but he selfless decides to lay that one off to Juarez, just not quite able to get a good, clean look off.
Well, this puts Cal in the position to try to go for a game winner. We're getting into the wee minutes of the second half. Morales on the flank. Oh, drops a man.
That is the diciness we were talking about earlier. He is electric with the ball at his feet. You see him working down the right. Looks like he's going to go end line, and then just the cheeky cut back and able to thread the needle to get that one across the box. He is fun to watch, I can say that.
Back with it again. Dangerous man with the ball at his feet. Goes to Thomas. Gonna get knocked out, and it's gonna be a corner, and it will be. And the crowd definitely loved that chance by the Bears.
Really like what I'm seeing on this right flank here. It is fun to watch this offensive group. Looks like Cal is setting up for something here in the corner.
Gonna try a test here. Luca jumped higher than anybody on the pitch, but just a little bit too high.
Having a target like him that you can put the ball up to, it's no surprise they often look to find his head, and that one, he really did get some air on that. Cal men's basketball. If you ever have any open tryouts, we might have a guy for you. But yeah, just hard when you're up that high to get the ball back down. I think that's one of the toughest areas finishing in and around the boxes. When you're heading the ball, everyone's always getting elevated to get up for it, but you don't want to hit the ball at any more elevated than you are, because you're no way keeping that on frame if you're going anywhere but down, and it is tough to do.
Cal trying to win it back here. And they will. You see Cesar Cordova working with the rock, but gets taken back by UC San Diego. Good ball there downfield. They're trying to hit Ian Mai. Thomas win it back, and it's going to go out. And taking a shot there was Nate Morgan. He's down right in front of the UC San Diego bench.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of collision down there right by the benches of the Tritons. It's tough to see from this angle, but it was Morales and Morgan. Morgan taking a little while to get up. See the UC San Diego staff asking some questions, potentially about a foul call here, but referee is currently stated it's just going to be a throw-in at the moment. A little impromptu water break.
As that's what's going to look like, as everybody's going to toss the water
match,
bottles for a quick swig.
Callum Lewis replacing number 9, Ron McElligan.
I give him a little bit of energy to make it through these final 15 minutes. And I'm sure Cal going to want to look for some late game magic wherever they could find it. But UC San Diego also can go for some late game magic themselves and try to go for their first win on the season instead of having to settle for a tie. A return back to play. Thomas going out to Morrison. Long ball downfield. Zaliette trying to fight for the header.
UCSD substitution was number 24, Nick Agayan, entering the match for number 3, Nate Morgan.
All the way to the flank. They find Morales. Morales able to sell for a corner, or actually no, instead will be a goal kick according to the sideline referee.
See a little bit of a banter there down on that right flank. Ugayan just came in and seems like he's pleased to be able to put a stop to the Maestro work from Morales on that right flank. A little bit of clapping in the face there as that one just rolled off the boot of Morales.
Yeah, they know what he's capable of. He may be a freshman, but he'll put out some moves that you may have never seen before. Wonder if he takes dance classes.
No, but I will tell you what he is known for. He's quite the futsal player, and that's definitely where the moves come from. The futsal guys are always so good with their feet, so technical.
Oh, beautiful through ball to Lukic. Lukic trying to keep it in bounds. ACC San Diego. Despite good defense from Hallahan, they're going to have to settle for the corner, try to defend it.
Yeah, I like that look from Morales there. You think he's going to go on the long dribble, and that time he slips it over to Lukic, and he able to earn a corner out of it. Cordova looking to create some magic from the flag.
Nova's corner inside. Cleared away by the Tritons. It's going to be a throw-in for the Bears.
Just over 10 minutes left to play. Kind of getting into this final stretch here. We'll see what both teams look to do in this last little bit of play. Now's around the time you might start to see some of those tactical adjustments. Maybe pushing a guy into the attack, maybe dropping a man in.
Morales with the short burst past 3 Tritons. Right across inside. Cordova trying to keep it on the floor. Look over a shot from outside. It's Juarez, but kind of sailed it over. Well, actually, wait a minute. It looks like it's going to be a corner. Yes, it is. It is a corner as it was deflected.
Big deflection right there, and a really good defensive play there. I think that was 19 Brown who took that somewhere off the chest or the head. That could have been on target. It was looking like it was in that upper range, but it could have been a dangerous opportunity. Earn a corner out of it for the Bears.
Bracken Sarah gets the honors. Everybody in a blue jersey jumped for that one, but they weren't able to get the ball on it. Juarez in the middle. Goes to Ortiz at the top. And another ball is going to bounce. Actually, not exactly bounce into the grandstands, but will bounce on the far opposite side from our broadcast booth.
Cal being really aggressive right now. They have everyone up in their attacking half other than Ando.
Morales can't put the ball through. Juarez able to recover. Bracken Sarah gets knocked to the ground there. Able to get right back up, though.
Yeah, took a little hit to the ankle, but he's alive and well.
Morales. Oh, Thomas. Oh, trying to aim for the corner. But Premack able to stick the leg out and get it out the way.
An electric bit of tiki-taka right there. Morales with the perfectly weighted little slip ball. And Thomas tries to slip one in, isn't able to, but earns the corner.
The corner. Lukic putting on the ground. And it's nowhere near.
Looks like it took a little bit of a deflection there. You see immediately Lukic pointing out to that left corner flag. Referee agrees. This will be another Golden Bears corner.
This time from the opposite side.
Cordova on this one. Right-footed in-swinger.
There's extra bodies in the goal area that time. Cal still staying with it. Now you see San Diego looking to fight back. You see Cole Barrett work on that right flank.
Barrett has been a big spark plug for this UCSD team. Really aggressive, trying to win the ball back, and he's been crafty on that right flank. When he's in, he feels like he brings a little bit of energy to this front line for them. Under 10 minutes left to play. We'll see how many more opportunities will be on the table.
We'll go to the man with the flash, and Morales. He's trying to fight for the ball heavily.
Good battle there.
This is San Diego working back to the middle. Zaliet falling to the floor, be able to win it back. Here comes Luca in the middle. Oh, almost had an opening, but it got closed.
Oh, so close there. Lukic almost able to slip a perfect ball into his target in front of him, just gets cut out.
Morales trying to curl it. Can't curl it enough. Yeah, but Lukic, and the way that he was able to put that ball through, I mean, the window was open, but it just got closed.
One of those things about the game is you can kind of spot those moments of almost brilliance. That's how I like to put it. You can appreciate for what almost was in a game that's so low scoring. Sometimes those moments are still very special because it shows you, oh, you're right there. And that was one of those for the Bears. Good opportunity, but not quite enough. Time is stopped now. It looks like we have an injury on the field.
There's a man down for UC San Diego.
Athletic staff, unfortunately, have had their hands full today.
And I'm sure this crowd here at Edwards Stadium is just ready to break out. You could sense that Cal is getting closer and are fiending for a game-winning goal with the final 7 minutes coming up.
You can feel the energy. The crowd is, there's some jitters out here. You can hear some oohs and ahs. Every once in a while, someone stands up, gives a little go Bears. But UC San Diego has not backed down to the challenge. They, on their second road game of the weekend, you know they have to be tired. They just flew across country and back. But they are battling, not going down without a fight. And there's still plenty of time. Anything can happen with just over 7 minutes left to play. This game is far from over.
And you mentioned that cross-country trek that UC San Diego had to go on. Well, Cal is going to have to do the same thing pretty soon, as they'll be heading out to Beantown to take on Boston College in the upcoming days. This will be their first ACC opponent that they will see on the season, as well as also their first long road trip that they will have, because after Boston College, they will go down the road to Cambridge to take on Harvard.
I love that. A little flair to the broadcast right there. I don't know if you guys picked that up, but
all right, you know,
something to know.
I had some time on the East Coast.
Yeah, you did. So you got all the little bits of knowledge there on that one.
Yeah, break out a little New York accent in there as well.
Love it. Yeah, they have a busy road schedule, the Bears do. So that's just one of many trips cross country for them, as they'll look to try to get some tough road wins. But it starts at getting these wins at home in front of a packed house tonight here at Edwards. Still plenty of time to get one for either side, but it might just take a special moment, special player to break through this tie.
Oh, he gets faked out. Now there's an opening here for the Bears. Gonna go left. Zaliet trying again. No avail. They still hold on to it. Morales able to pick it up.
Bears are knocking on the door right now. What an effort by Lewis into Zaliet.
Ball inside. Zaliet. Oh, tried to stick the foot out. Can't get it long enough. There's 2 men down over the goal area, and man, bodies are starting to drop here, Keely.
It's been physical, but it's getting more physical as we get late in this game.
Evan Wellerstein, Malcolm Zaliet.
That was a tackle, let me tell you. I'm shocked, honestly, to see both of them getting up so quickly after that. I thought we might have to have a little bit more stoppage time, but valiant work from both of them. Back out here as we're coming into the last 5 minutes. It's these games that tend to be the toughest battles. Those 1-1 scores, it doesn't matter who you're playing against.
And
a game winner, it feels different. It means more.
You just have to tip your cap to the valiant effort made by both sides.
You do. That's one of those ones.
Morales trying again in the middle. Zaliet couldn't stick the toe out. Try to put it down. It's Premack. He's been busy these past few possessions, these past few attempts that Cal have been trying to find the missing ingredient for.
Yeah, he's racking up some saves tonight, doing a good job holding down this Triton back line.
And Nolan Premack trying to shake off the shutouts. Cal's running out of time, though. It's hitting the 85th minute mark. 5 minutes left in regulation, full time.
I have no doubt it will be an action-packed 5 minutes based on how this game has been the last 85 minutes.
The Tritons will get the throw in. Now Cal will get a throw in here. Across the ball. Morales getting it from Thomas. Morales now working towards the middle. Not afraid to go at a defender one-on-one. And there's Juarez. Bracken Sarah. The left side. Zaliet was right there.
We talked about the freshman Lewis's ability to whip in some really good balls, and he is not afraid to play it in early and often, and that was one of those moments, and just not able to find the reaching foot of Zaliet there. But another almost moment for the Bears. They'll keep hunting in this last few minutes.
Zaliet scored the lone goal for the Bears in the first half. That was the goal that gave him the lead.
And he has been hunting for a second. Hasn't found it yet, but he has been battling this Triton back line for the last 25 minutes.
"14 total shots for Cal. Only one is able to find a home. Morales. A good ball to Zaliet to his right. Cordova. Juarez back to Cordova. Thomas on the right side. They can find a space. Oh, and Cordova goes down. A tough tackle there by Sean Ueda of UCSD. We're going to set up for the free kick. Clock still running.
Tough moment there for the Triton back line. This is not the time in the game nor the location that you want to give away a free kick. Ueda just a little bit reckless there to reach out and catches the foot of, I believe that was Cordova, and they will have a set piece right outside the box here. Two Bears standing over it. We'll see what they decide to go with. They have some Bears players in the wall. Something to keep an eye on here.
Wall stacked. Ortiz right in the hands of Nolan Premack. Man, I think if Ortiz would have scored it right there, it would have blown the top off of this joint.
I think that's a fair assessment. Good job there by Premack to be ready. They did try to do a little trick thing there, had the wall ducked down. Premack doesn't have a good sight of that ball, so it's actually a good save. A tough one to to make when you don't see the ball till 10 yards out.
So Elliott able to put it down, gets knocked. There's going to be a whistle. Clock does stop. Now Cal able to kick the ball on the spot here.
Cal pushing big numbers forward. They have most of their team in and around the box here.
Cordova from the kicker spot. Bracken Sarah has it off, and it's going to be goal kick.
Premack showing a lot of composure, the graduate student that transferred from California Baptist, showing his seniority as he calmly tries to close this one out for the Tritons.
And this now turn to seconds. Cal with probably only one more opportunity to go for the win. Bracken Sarah fighting for the ball. They get it down. Morales trying to go. Still staying with it. Morales going to his right. Oh, he gets pushed and tackled. That's Nick Helen showing no mercy. So now this could be a possible chance.
You have to give so much credit to Morales there, the freshman, the confidence that he has with the clock in the last minute. He believes in himself. He goes 1v1, draws the foul just outside the box. If you're a Cal fan, you're wishing he was about 1 foot closer, and that would have been a penalty, but still a really good opportunity for the Bears. I mean, there's not much more you can ask for other than a penalty with 30 seconds left on the clock, then a free kick just outside the box.
Alfredo Ortiz setting up, exactly 30 seconds left. He has Cesar Cordova to the left. See what happens here. Two-man wall set up for the Tritons.
This is really the last real look here for the Bears.
Ortiz. Oh, gets deflected away. Still with time. Ortiz back with it. We're going to cross inside. Callan Lewis is kicked away. Wara is still trying to stay with it. Oh, there's his bodies flying everywhere.
10, 9,
10 seconds
8,
left.
7,
See what Cal can do
6,
here if they
5,
can.
4, 3,
Long shot from the
2,
outside,
1,
and it's knocked
0.
away by Nolan Premack. And that play there just saved UC San Diego from another loss, as they will walk away with a 1-1 draw here in Berkeley.